Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Hank. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucy. 372. Set. 380. 380.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
372.
To throw is Bortles. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Connects with Sanu right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Taylor, you really gonna cry that goddamn long?
In this case, he's a big factor in the run game. No game.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 45.
Hold on. You a pissy. Oh, you got it. You got your own goddamn pass.
third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go.
They will run again with Coleman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Left. 21. Ready. Back 25. Back 25 today.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 28 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Freeman again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's going to be caught. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking long for Westbrook. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now, this is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Lucy.
On first down, Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Safarian-Jenkins from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second down, Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. a nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, South.
On third down, Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
372. 380. 380.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, Freeman. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Blue
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
11. Ready. White 25.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Hey, express. Ready. Go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But with the incompletion there, gives us time to hit on the retirement Charles of Eric Decker. Of course, played for the Broncos, Jets, and Titans, was with the Patriots this preseason, but now he's going to step aside.
I think he had a fantastic career because look at it this way. Getting 1,000 yards in one season for a receiver, that's a career for most people. He did it 3 times. Best year in Denver in 2013. 87 catches, almost 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Let's go. 22.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, 77 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Green 80. Lucy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Lucy. Here we go.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd and 5. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. Green is good.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
11B, 11B. Hank. So left. So right. Green is good.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
11. Here we go. Green is good.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
372. Omaha. Hey, 54, Ricky. Green 80. Green is good.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. He got 29 yards that time. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Green 80. Green 80. Lucy. Hank.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
11. Green 80. Green 80. 11.
Now Bortles. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Hey, wait. Ready? Ready?
Freeman again, a first down carry. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Wait. Let's go.
Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? Looking deep for who? And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The gain of 39 that time. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.